All right, today we're going to talk about something that's a real game changer. It's a workflow that takes your AI from just a simple tool, something you ask questions, to a genuine coding partner. We're going to break down the Claude Code workflow cheat sheet and show you exactly how to build, train, and just unleash your very own AI sidekick. So let me ask you, are you ready to seriously supercharge the way you code? Because we're moving way beyond just asking for a few lines of code here and there. I mean, we're talking about a fully integrated workflow where your AI gets your entire project, learns new skills on the fly, and really helps you build faster and a whole lot smarter. Okay, let's dive in. The big idea here, the fundamental shift, is to stop thinking of your AI as just a tool and start seeing it as your collaborative sidekick. One that actually has a memory, one that learns from you, and works right there alongside you through the entire development process. Now, every great partnership needs an origin story, right? And this one kicks off with the setup. This is the bedrock, the foundation you're going to build everything on to get your environment ready for your new AI partner. And you know what? Getting started is unbelievably easy. It's literally just 3 commands. First, you install the CLI with a quick curl script. Then you just cd right into your project directory. And finally, you run claude/init. That last command is the magic wand. It scans your codebase and creates the one file that starts this whole process. So that init command, it makes this absolutely critical file called CLAUDE.md. You gotta think of this as your sidekick's mission briefing. This is the persistent memory for your entire project. It's where you tell it about your tech stack, your architecture, your goals, everything. Claude reads this file every single time you start a session, so it always has the context it needs to help you out. Now, this is where it gets really cool, because memory isn't just that one file. Claude actually builds a layered understanding of your project. You can have a global file for everything, a parent file for a huge project, like a monorepo, and then even more specific files down in the subfolders. This solves that huge, nagging problem of AIs losing context on big projects. It's like giving your AI a super detailed map of your entire codebase. And to make this all work smoothly, there are just 3 simple rules to remember. First, try to keep those memory files pretty concise. Under 1,200 lines is the sweet spot. Second, remember that subfolder context gets added on top of the parent context. It never replaces it. You're always building a more specific understanding, never erasing the big picture. All right, so the foundation is in place. Now we move on to the training montage. This is all about building the right habits and routines that are going to make your daily work with the AI totally seamless and incredibly powerful. A few best practices here will take you a long way. Always be specific with what you want. And hey, add any of those weird project gotchas that an AI just wouldn't guess. Keep your memory files clean and up to date. And this is a big one, commit them to Git so your whole team can share the same context. This way, everyone, including your AI, is on the exact same page. Following these practices gives you this amazing daily rhythm. You start a session, and then you immediately jump into plan mode. This is where you describe your task just in plain English. Claude then comes back with a step-by-step plan that you can either accept or tweak. From there, you just work through the plan, commit your changes often, and then start a fresh session for the next task. It's this super clean, feature-focused loop. Okay, so once you've really mastered that daily routine, it is time to power up. Now we're getting to the good stuff. We're going to unlock the abilities that take this from just a helpful assistant to a true, honest-to-goodness superpower for your development work. And our first superpower is called skills. This is how you actually teach your AI sidekick new, complex abilities that it can then go off and use all on its own. So what exactly is a skill? Well, it's just a markdown file where you spell out a multi-step process. Something like, say, run all the tests and then refactor the code based on the results. Once you've defined that, you can trigger that entire complex action just by asking for it in natural language. Claude will find that skill and execute it for you automatically. It's awesome. So where do these skills live? Well, inside your project, there's a little .claude directory, and inside that, a skills folder. Every single markdown file you drop in here becomes a new ability for your AI, like codereview.md or testing.md. This becomes your personal, custom playbook of actions. All right, the next advanced feature is hooks. Now, if skills are all about teaching complex actions you can call on, hooks are about automating those actions at very specific moments in your workflow. Now take a look at this little JSON snippet. Don't worry, it's simpler than it looks. This is what's called a pre-tool use hook.
It's set up to run a security script, you can see it right there, every single time Claude is about to use a bash command. This is incredibly powerful for automating things like running linters or security checks, and you never even have to think about it. Of course, with all this power, you need some safety. You wouldn't give your sidekick the keys to everything without some ground rules, right? So the final superpower is permissions. This lets you set up crystal clear boundaries for what your AI sidekick is and is not allowed to do. And this example shows you exactly how easy that is. Right here, we're letting Claude read any file and run git commands. But, and this is the crucial part, you see it highlighted, we are explicitly denying it the ability to write to any files or to use sudo for root access. This gives you total control and a whole lot of peace of mind.
Now, all of these amazing features, the memory, the skills, the hooks, the permissions, they're all part of one beautifully coherent system, the 4-layered architecture. At the very bottom, you've got that persistent context from your memory files. On top of that are the skills, which get pulled in whenever they're needed. The third layer acts as safety gates with hooks and permissions. And then at the very top, specialized AIs carry out tasks, but they have to operate within those safe boundaries you set. It all just works together.
Whew! We have covered a ton of ground, from the initial setup to unlocking superpowers. So to wrap it all up and help you really achieve mastery, here's a quick reference guide with the commands you're going to find yourself using every single day. Think of this as your take-home cheat sheet. /init gets a new project started, /compact is handy if the context gets a little too long, Shift+Tab, that's your best friend, you'll use it constantly to switch modes, especially to get into that all-important plan mode, and esc is your rewind button if you need it. These commands will become muscle memory in no time. So there you have it. The setup is done, the training is complete, and the superpowers are officially unlocked. You now have a true AI coding partner that gets your project and is ready to help you build amazing things. So, really, there's only one question left. What are you going to build first?